Hi there. So today we will discuss regarding the employment insurance, which is also called EI in Canada. And most of the people they call that employment insurance basically is a money which is given free by the government to the people when they really lose their job and they don't have any single thing on their hand to work on. So then the government comes into the picture and then they provide the money to the people who don't have a job for the survival. Well, in fact, it's true that the government do give the EI in case you don't have a work or a job with you, but it's not completely 100% true. It's not a free money, first of all, it's your money only. What happens is before you lose your job, when you are working at that time, anybody who works in Canada, basically at every single paycheck, the money is deducted for the CPP as well for the EI. CPP is called the Canadian Pension Plan. EI is called the Employment Insurance. So at that time, and this is calculated based on certain criteria. There is certain numbers which they calculate that, and based on that, your CPP and EI will be calculated. It's different for everybody based on their income scale. And secondly, this also based. It's a maximum. It doesn't mean if you have a high salary, then they will deduct a big chunk of the money. No, it's not like that. So anyhow, it is deducted at the source when the check is paid to you. After that, it's they keep on deducting all the time and every single check. So let's say you lose your job after 5 years, for example. At that time, when you lose your job, you can apply for the EI and you will start getting the EI. And EI is something which is maximum for the 1 year, I think, or maybe a little less than that, but it's not more than that. So if let's say you worked for 5 years, 10 years, and then you lose your job, after that, if you think that the EI will continue for that many years, no, it will be maximized only for 1 year. After that, you have to go back and work, or your EI will stop, in other words. So so this is one thing. Second thing is EI will not be given to you just like that if you don't have a job. There is certain criterias again. First of all, you need to be laid off by the company. If let's say they fire you, they throw you out of the company, then you can't apply for a EI. And second thing is that if you resign from the company also, then also you can't apply for the EI. So these are the two reasons that you will not get the EI. But again, in resigning also there is one factor that if you can prove them that it was impossible for you to work there, um, as the atmosphere was very harsh, violent, it was very hard for you to stay and work there. It was not safe for you, or it was very sexually abusive or any single thing like that, and then there was no other way other than you for you to resign, and then you can prove it. I mean, there is nothing hard in there that they will go to very big extent that you need to prove it. So in that basis, you can resign and still you can get the EI. So these are the only reasons that you can get the EI. Otherwise, you won't. So one thing. Second thing is, let's say you are making your salary was a huge one, and you really fall into a very high bracket, and then you lose your job. And if you apply for the EI, it's not based on that you will really get a good amount of money. Let's say you were making $10,000 per month, and you will assume that the EI will give you 10,000 a month. No, the maximum amount the EI gives you is 2,000. So after that, it doesn't matter whatever the range is, you will get the maximum 2,000. Beyond that, you will not get any single money. So that is the second factor of the EIA. So if you're a low income, again your income will be low, then you won't get the 2,000. You may get only $1,000, right? So that is so. In other words, what I'm trying to say here is EI is not a free money which is given by the government. It is your money. It is your hard-earned money which was deducted at the source, and it is kept by the government, and it's only given for a year in case you lose your job. And if you worked for 10 years, let's say, you will only get for a year, you have to go back to the work. So in other words, you technically lose all that money which goes into the EI. It's not like other kind of insurance where you keep on. It's, you can say that yeah, it's being deposited with them only, and in case you really need it, then it's come to the picture and it's for a very short period. So yeah, and that's it. I just wanted to convey this to everybody, that they don't think that EI is something that, oh, you're getting in Canada. Because there are many people who say that, oh, you know what, you don't get all this in India, but you get this in Canada. They don't understand that you do get it in Canada, but it's your money they're deducting at the source and then giving it back to you when you need it, right? So it's not something they're giving it from their own pocket. Basically, in Canada, there is nothing free. Every single thing um, is being deducted out of your pocket only, this way or that way. Only there is one thing which is free, which is called welfare. When people are on welfare, they do get the money from the government, but it's not a big amount of money that they can live off. It's a small amount. I think, I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's that money is the only free money which they get it. Otherwise, there is no other free money. Every single thing is based on your income, based on every single thing, source is deducted from there. So yes, I just wanted to convey this, that EI is not free. And yeah, thank you.